Now we're going to go ahead and take flight over in St. Louis with Boeing. So if you've ever wondered how they get those airplanes off the production floor and up in the air, Boeing's going to show you, and you're going to learn about the great paying jobs and the role that they play not only in Missouri with one of the largest employer bases in manufacturing, but how they protect us around the globe. Let's see inside.
Hey everyone, my name is James DeWeese, and I'm the Manufacturing and Safety Leader for our Air Dominance Division for our Boeing Defense business. And I gotta tell you, I'm very excited to be with all of you celebrating World Manufacturing Day right here from Boeing St. Louis. Now, I'll tell you, St. Louis has a very rich history of aerospace manufacturing. From the Mercury and Gemini capsules of the early days of the space program, to the thousands of F-4 Phantoms built, to military weapon systems, to our iconic F-15s like you see behind me, and our F/A-18 Super Hornets, and now production of the 777X commercial airliner, our T-7A Red Hawk trainer, and our MQ-25 autonomous air refueler. All products built right here, the largest manufacturer in the state of Missouri, Boeing. We employ over 16,000 across Missouri and Illinois at 3 manufacturing sites across this region. And Boeing St. Louis is at the forefront of advanced manufacturing techniques. Last year alone, we invested millions into an advanced manufacturing innovation center, which is a new state-of-the-art training facility that will accelerate workforce development programs and grow the region's talent pipeline. It will teach and strengthen technical and manufacturing abilities. Investing in manufacturing is investing in the community. We are developing economic job growth opportunities here at Boeing that will grow the aerospace industry and aerospace manufacturing. Right here. We currently partner with St. Louis Community College, and we offer a free of charge. St. Louis Community College offers a free of charge pre-employment training program that can lead to a career in manufacturing at Boeing. And you know, we are always looking for great talent, teammates right in our own backyard. We would love for you to join our growing team, work on the most exciting, innovative aircraft in the world today. So again, I'm very excited to be with you on World Manufacturing Day, celebrating World Manufacturing Day. And without further ado, let's take a closer look at some of our operations right here at Boeing St. Louis.
Powering up. This is from Boeing. This is the F/A-18 Super Hornet in flight.
Delta America, Bulldog way up.
Wow, simply amazing. The work that the men and women do every day at Boeing St. Louis, just fantastic, especially when you see those jets flying above you. Now with us right now is James Deweese, Vice President of Manufacturing and Safety Air Dominance for the Boeing Company. James, welcome to Manufacturing Day 2023. Great to see you, and you have the shop floor.
Excellent. Hey, first and foremost, I got to say I'm super humbled to be with you all today. I really wish as I look back on my career, and I started my career as a technician and a mechanic, it would have been really cool to be part of something like this. So happy Manufacturing Day to all of you. We truly here at Boeing, as I mentioned earlier, and I got to tell you, it's kind of hard to watch yourself on video, but we really do connect, protect, and explore here at Boeing. We help people connect. We protect our nation and our freedoms, and we're exploring the seas and space. And we want you to be a part of that. We want you to be a part of that. You've seen a closer look at who we are and what we do as a company. I really encourage all of you, as we are doing a lot of things here in St. Louis. We are growing. We've invested billions. We've invested most recently $2 billion into the infrastructure here, really hedging on some opportunities potentially to come. And I'll tell you, we want you to be a part of it. It's super exciting, innovative stuff. And while we have a storied, rich history, a storied history here in Missouri, we're looking for you. We're looking toward the future. And I got to tell you, as the Vice President of Manufacturing and Safety for the St. Louis region for Boeing, our vision is simply to be the best, to be world class, to be that premier, innovative manufacturing site where all others come to us to replicate and scale what we're doing. And that it starts with that rich legacy, and it's the next generation of aerospace professionals like yourself that'll help us get to be the best, to get to that vision. So if you're interested, visit Boeing.com. Check us out. We have opportunities abound. And I got to tell you again, thank you for giving me and the Boeing Company some time with you today on Manufacturing Day. I hope to see you someday. And best of luck, no matter what you do. But I'll pause there and give it back to the team for any questions.
Hey, thanks, James, and great to have you here. And just it's awesome. I've been on the manufacturing floor of just about every bit of that facility there. The F-15, F-18, the 777X wing. Have not seen the new Stingray, so that's the next bucket list item. So we got some really good questions pouring in now. Northwestern R1, Mr. Burns class asks, what is the timeline of production of a jet like an F-18?
That's a great question. Depending on customer demand, there's some things that that are dependent on that answer, and I'll say customer demand for one, but generally, um, roughly from the very beginning stages of the value stream to completing a jet, it's roughly 2 years from getting getting the engineering completed through going out quotes to our supply base, and then starting to build, and then ultimately deliver to our customer. It's roughly 2 years. And there, it depends again on customer demand, which depends on our tack time, but that's generally the time frame. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and then on site, when you actually have all the parts ready to go and you start fabrication, how long does that typically take?
I would say it's roughly, depending on the tack time, it could take from the beginning stages of the build all the way through delivery. Um, Roughly, it could take a year.
So yeah, it's not like putting out a car every day, right?
It's not like putting out a car every day, but as we're walking through the manufacturing flow, depending on again the customer demand and their rate, and the tack time in which to meet that customer demand, we can be putting out for an F-18 2 jets every month to 1 jet a month, or upwards if customer demand is high, which it's starting to become that way. We can go upwards from 3 to 4 a month.
Excellent. Great question. Barnwell Middle School in St. Charles asks, what is the fastest jet you make? Good question, Barnwell.
I would say that is a great question. The fastest jet we make is the one that's right behind over here at my shoulder there at the F-15. That is the fastest jet. In fact, that has speed records that are out there today that have not been broken for the type of jet. And then it quite frankly, it's undefeated in combat. So super proud of that feat.
Outstanding. And let's keep it that way, undefeated, because that
That's right.
means our forces and our allies are having success in the skies. We have some more technical questions, so they're coming your way, James. Chillicothe High School asks, does your facility do any of the design process or just the assembly? That's part one.
Yep, great question. The facility here in St. Louis, we do it all. From early development and design through and early manufacturing to low rate initial production to full rate production. So we do it all.
And then they also want to know, for their students, what kinds of 3D modeling systems do you use, like SolidWorks or?
That's a great question. I'm sure I know that answer, but from an engineering perspective, we certainly doing. We are using 3D modeling and the latest technology to build or to design and, quite frankly, build, train our workforce. We're using, I'll say, immersive technologies similar to the Oculus to help train our folks, and we're going to the cutting edge of training our workforce.
Absolutely. In fact, there's a question on that. Mark asks, how much schooling is needed to be able to build an airplane? I mean, you kind of touched on that with the St. Louis Community College.
I did. Yeah. So we partner with the St. Louis Community College if that is something you're interested in. Again, it's free of charge for you, but it's roughly, I believe, 3 months, maybe, give or take. And then you have training that we put you through, which is another a couple months of training, depending on the skill set, the platform you're going to be working on. So there's certainly an investment of training involved before you even put your hands on a product.
Good deal. I know we've seen some of those young men and women that have come out of the high schools there. I think you work really closely with like Pattonville, U City, and Third Floor, and a few others. And there's been young men and women that have graduated in May and started working there, I want to say almost in August. So really short time frame.
That's right.
A couple other questions. We're going to get into your engineering side on salaries.
Oh boy.
What is the average salary, maybe the starting salary for an engineer over there at Boeing?
That's a good question. Now I'm the manufacturing leader. You can actually go on our website, boeing.com/careers, and they'll give you a range of what the engineering salaries, or if you want to be mechanic salaries. I don't have the answer for an engineer, but you certainly can get the range if you go online.
Good question. And we'll get that information over to them, so no worries there. Barnwell Middle School also asked one more. Besides assembling airplanes, what other jobs are available at Boeing? Good question, Barnwell.
That is a great question. At Boeing, all across our enterprise, we're basically on every continent except Antarctica. But there are so many opportunities to answer your question. We make everything from aircraft, spacecraft, from software development, mission system capabilities, to commercial aircraft, weapons, and then there's stuff that I can't even talk about that we do. And then also we do autonomous systems, things like drones, similar to the MQ-25, which is an autonomous refueler. And then, in fact, there are platforms out there like submarine type platforms that we are working on that we build. Hope that answers your question.
I think so. We got one last question, and then we got to zoom out of here. Fort Zumwalt North, right up the road from you. What jet does Boeing make the most of for the U.S. military, if you know?
The jet that Boeing makes the most of currently is the F/A-18 Super Hornet.
Okay. Is that the one to your left or right?
That is, let's see, where am I at here? That one, right there.
Good deal. Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, James, thank you so much. We really appreciate you zooming in for Manufacturing Day 2023. And please give our best to all the team there at Boeing for keeping us safe and building some of the most sophisticated, advanced machines out there in today's world.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and good luck to all of you. You're looking for an opportunity. There's a lot of opportunities specifically here in St. Louis. So best of luck to all of you. We'll see you around. Thanks.
See you, James.